Greetings and many great hellos, this is Cottonmouth255, the Spore Serpent, and I am back for more quests on Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate. So, I'm planning on doing at least 2 hunts today. One is going to be the Legiacris capture quest, and the other is going to be hunting a new monster, the Duramboros, and to be honest, I was actually quite terrified at fighting Duramboros, but I got some help online. I got like a weapon recommended, I got a bunch of advice for attacking him. I went down to Port Tanzaya, I beat Duramboros there, and he was easy, so he was such a fun fight. So we're gonna get right to business here. We're gonna be taking my plume flint hammer, my Giganox armor, and that's really about it. Nothing really special. Oh wait, I do have mega potions, right? Yes, I do. Okay. And we have to do it without Cha-Cha. But luckily, after this quest, we will be saving Cha-Cha. Let's see, Queen Shrimp and Fatty Tomato. Let's see what this gives us. Fisher. Oh, yes. Okay. So yeah, Duramboros is such a fun fight. He's actually my 3rd favorite monster in the entire Monster Hunter franchise. Okay, at last, it's time for the urgent quest. Shakalaka Savior 2, Hunt a Duramboros. One of our rangers in the flooded forest saw a Duramboros chasing something. It was a cute little thing, knee-high to a Vespoid, kinda like that little pal of yours. Mind stopping the Duramboros and saving this mystery pipsqueak? Yes, at last. Time to hunt Duramboros again. So Duramboros is my 3rd favorite monster for a few reasons. He's actually an herbivore. Yes, unlike every monster we've fought so far, he is an herbivore. Isn't that amazing? He fights a lot like an herbivore, too. A lot of his attacks involve him, I guess, trying to chase you away rather than aggressively attacking you. Kayamba lost. Forgot map on table. What are you talking about? This isn't Cha-Cha? But this is Duramboros. Okay, as you can see, this brute wyvern is quite deadly looking. Honestly. As you can see, he has a tail shaped like a hammer. And man, is he a tough monster to fight. He's actually quite tedious. Okay. Duramboros' Latin name is Ligmadentus muscosa dorsus, and that means moss-backed wood-eater, because this thing not only has moss growing on his back, but he also eats trees. And I'm not kidding, he eats trees. He is that big. So looks like our Shakalaka fellow is dead set on attacking the Duramboros. He's a brave little fellow. Okay, the thing you want to aim for on Duramboros is the tail. You want to get the tail, because when he pounds it on the ground, he will cause earthquakes. So you want to get that tail. Okay, so this is the Duramboros' unique attack. And I like to call it the merry-go-round. And the thing I like about the merry-go-round is that it's physics-based. He swings his tail around and uses the momentum to leap up into the air. And when he starts using that merry-go-round attack, you want to hit his legs. That'll cause him to fall over. Like so. Now when he falls over like that, he will reveal his weak spot, which are the humps on his back. Oh, did I hear something crack? No, I didn't. Then I did. So his tail's broken. Now I keep attacking the tail, and I can smash it off. I can smash off that big club of his. Once the tail's out of the way, you want to aim for the head. So I'm attacking the humps right now, because they're the most exposed spot. The humps are his weak spot, and they're actually quite easy to break. The trouble is getting to those humps. So when Duramboros is low on stamina, as you just saw there, he will trip and fall at the end of his merry-go-round. But he will stay down for a less amount of time than if you had knocked him over. But as you can already see from the smoke coming from his nose and his humps, that he is now enraged. Ooh. Okay, that was bad. Okay, time for the merry-go-round. The Duracopter. Whoa! So I'm gonna aim for the head a few times, because once he's stunned, it'll be really easy to hit the tail. Okay, once he leaves the area, I'm gonna stop and start the recording, because actually, once this monster This monster takes a lot of time to fight. He has a lot of health. That is his deadliest attack, where he whirls around and then all of a sudden uses the momentum to slam himself down into the air and then slamming onto the ground. And if you are hit by that huge body slam attack, it will not only deal major damage, but you will also be stunned 100% of the time. Yes, now I can hit the tail. That was perfect timing. So once the tail's down, he will no longer cause earthquakes, so that helps. Okay, so as you can see, he attacks mostly by charging and swinging that giant hammer-like tail of his. And I got a Duram tail case. Duramboros, actually, like I said, he's not that bad of a fight. He looks intimidating, but he's not. So I'm actually going to use this pitfall trap to attack his humps. I think this is the first time I'm going to use a trap to actually attack a monster. When a monster turns away from you, you usually think it's stopped paying attention to you. But Duramboros, he's the opposite. Don't be fooled. He hasn't stopped paying attention to you. He's just looking to hit you with that giant tail of his. Okay, so whenever possible, attack those humps. They are his weak spot. Of course, if you can't get the humps and you've broken everything, go for the legs. They're easy to hit, and it's his second most weak spot. So with most brute wyverns, it's the head. This guy, it's heads and tails. And he's enraged. Time for the Duramcopter. I was expecting him to launch himself. But really, once the tail's out of the way, all you have to do is hit him. The tail is tricky to hit, and that's about it. Head's low to the ground, legs are always open. There he goes. Look at that. Still haven't broken those horns. Okay. Anything else I can say about Duramboros? Oh, he's low on stamina. I can put down that pitfall. Okay. So once I break those horns, I'm gonna put down the pitfall. Hello. There we go. There are the horns. So I'm gonna wait for him to do, like, maybe his... Okay, never mind. Here's something that a lot of people forget about monsters. When they're exhausted, low on stamina, hungry, traps will last. They'll last for much longer. And as you can see, we broke his humps. So when you've broken everything, you want to aim for those humps whenever possible, because those are his weak spot. And we've dragged this out for 10 minutes. Okay, I think that's only the second time he's roared in this entire fight when he's enraged. And look at him, he's like losing his temper. Look at it, he's like trying to smash us down with that tail of his. So this thing's weakness is fire. And you can imagine why. He's got a lot of moss and fungus growing on his back and tail. Okay. I was terrified there for a second. That's his hip check. Ah, I meant to attack. Yeah, that attack is deadly. When this guy gets low on stamina, he retreats to Area 2 to eat trees. And you really... This is just a minor note, but you really want to watch out for when you fight him in Area 7, because he can actually send you over the cliff. He will send you over that cliff. And then you'll have to walk all the way back to Area 7, which is a pain. Okay, the Shakalaka is down for the count and has been for a while. And I can only hope that Duramboros is close behind. Always get hit by the tail. Once again, man, see, all you gotta do is aim for the legs. Okay. Okay, the only areas I've seen Duramboros in are 1, 2, and 7, and if he's burrowing, he's going to Area 2. So right now, I'm going to stop and start the recording, and I will see you all in a few seconds. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, just had to fix my headphones there. I hope this fight will be over soon. The Port Tanzaya Duramboros took me about 30-35 minutes. Hello again. The thing I love about Duramboros is not only because he's an herbivore, but because he's a goat. He looks like a huge goat, with the horns and the fuzz on his chin. As I said before, with most monsters, when they turn away from you, you think they're running away. Not Duramboros. When he turns away, he is most likely going to attack you. Where is he? Okay. That tail can hurt you. Just look on that damn hit check. Okay. That was very unexpected. Okay, well, that was my first death in this entire playthrough. But it wasn't my first death ever. That honor goes to the Port Tanzaya Legiacris. But seriously. Might have to stop and start the recording again. Okay, round 2. Come at me. Wait, this time he's running away. Whoa, 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 where am I? Wait, I can't see nothing, anything. No, no, no. No. Thank goodness. Okay. I'm doing a lot worse in this fight than the Port Tanzaya Duramboros fight. And now he's enraged again. Good, limping. Finally. Did he drop something? Did he drop a shiny? Anywhere? No, he didn't. Maybe he can. Maybe there's a limit to the shinies he can drop. But at least the fight's almost over. Hello, buddy boy. Whoa! So, a lot of these monsters' attacks aren't that aggressive. They're not as aggressive as other brute wyverns. Likewise, this guy isn't as aggressive as other brute wyverns, for the most part. A lot of his attacks are also physics-based, if you look at that huge tail of his, and how he spins. That was a close one. This guy's big weakness is fire, as I mentioned. He doesn't have an element. And I've heard that his weapons are pretty good, but I'm not quite sure of that. Don't ask me how this guy can burrow into the ground. I mean, I know it's Monster Hunter, and I know each monster is supposed to be biologically correct, but hey, not everything can make sense, and apparently this big, unwieldy Duramboros can burrow through the ground. Whatever works. And this is the area he goes to sleep in. And we have stupid Mealinxes to worry about. Get out of here! I just got 2 items stolen from me. Oh, Mealinxes. Hate them. Okay, let's come on, Duramboros. Let's finish this. Oh, that's another thing I completely forgot. When Duramboros, when his tail is broken, and he does and when he slams down into the ground and stays there for a few seconds, you can mine his tail, and I completely forgot that. But look at this. Duramboros has been slain. Duramboros shell. Duramboros shell. Duram moss plate. And Duram moss plate. So yeah, if you know what you're doing, if you just stay cautious and use the right weapon, Duramboros is no trouble at all. I've heard that a lot of people have had their first death in the entire game because of Duramboros, and I guess I can kind of understand, because I guess he is kind of tricky if you're not paying attention. Of course, the only reason he killed me right then is because I was careless. Okay, what do we have? Duram moss plate. Bone husk. Moss plate, moss plate, moss plate. Duramboros hump. Okay. Duramboros shell. Duram tailbone. Wyvern Claw. Why would you get claws from this guy? Monster Bonel. Duramboros Horn. And Duram Mossplate. That was shorter than the Duramboros I fought previously. Mountain versus Mole has been added to the gallery. See what they did there? Ever heard that phrase before, making a mountain out of a molehill? I'm just gonna stop talking. So I'm gonna stop and start the recording as usual, and I will see you in a few seconds for our next quest.